Hey there, besties. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're continuing our recap of the manhwa, Never Let Go of My Ex-Husband. If you're new to this series, check the description below for links to previous episodes. Before we dive in, I just want to give a quick shout out to all our supporters. If you're enjoying the content and want to help keep the channel going, consider buying me a coffee. There's a link in the description below. Every little bit helps, and I appreciate all your love and support. Lastly, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you enjoy the video. It really helps our channel grow. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get started. At the art studio, Uncle Zhong visited Wu Lifei, Lin Du's mother. While she painted, she asked, "Has there been anything unusual with Du lately?" Uncle Zhong replied calmly, "Not really, just now young madam jumped from the study on the second floor and fell into the pool. Mr. Lin also jumped down. Luckily, no harm was done." Wu Lifei was shocked. What? Jumped off the building? Could it be that this child wants to harm Weiyi? She asked, her concern evident. She placed down her paintbrush, tension clear in her voice. "He's done this before, being particularly cruel to women when he falls ill. But no, my son is not a crazy murderer," she insisted, trying to reassure herself. "I'll go check it out," she said, heading toward the door. Uncle Zhong gently intervened. "Madam, don't worry. I think the probability of Mr. Lin falling ill is low. He's been getting better since he married the young madam." He then opened the curtains, gesturing for her to look outside. At the swimming pool, Lin Du still held Shi Weiyi in his arms. "Just come down if you're fine," he said, his face slightly flushed. But Weiyi, smiling brightly, teased him, "No, I need my honey to hug and kiss me to feel better." Watching them from the window, Wu Lifei sighed in relief. They got married in a hurry, and Du was also wary of Dragon Scale College. "I was worried he might regret it and let Weiyi down. Now it seems their relationship is not bad," she remarked. Uncle Zhong added, "Yes, maybe soon you will have another grandchild." Wu Lifei wondered to herself, can Weiyi's presence truly be the healing medicine for Du? Meanwhile, at Bouquet Music Academy, the country's top art institution known for producing world-class artists and teachers, Shi Chen entered classroom 5 to warm greetings. "Chen, I heard that you won an award at the music festival. Congratulations," one student said. "Treat me to dinner," another teased. Chen smiled cheerfully and replied, "No problem." In the bustling classroom, the atmosphere shifted when Wang Chaoyong, Shi Chen's archenemy, decided to stir up trouble. "Hey! Isn't this the music genius from our school? He hasn't been around for over a month. I thought he was off participating in some music competition, but guess what?" Wang's voice carried across the room, drawing everyone's attention. "He went to serve old men. Look at this picture. He looks so lusty. He must have been through many battles, right?" Wang sneered, showing the class a photoshopped image of Shi Chen appearing drunk. Shi Chen ignored Wang's taunts, calmly walking past him. "Get out of my way," he said, stunning Wang with his composure. Before Wang could respond, a voice cut through the tension. "Wang Chaoyong, stop messing around. That photo is obviously fake. The school has already dismissed the rumors, and the post was deleted. Why are you spreading lies?" It was Fu Xiaokan, a classmate who also happened to be Wang's crush, standing up for Shi Chen. Wang scoffed, "He doesn't even dare to explain himself. There must be a reason." Fu Xiaokan wasn't having it. "Shi Chen just doesn't bother explaining to you," she retorted. Turning to Shi Chen, she added excitedly, "Shi Chen, I believe you're not that kind of person. You've always been the best in my heart." Shi Chen acknowledged her with a cold thanks, cutting off her enthusiasm. A classmate couldn't resist teasing, "The school bell is even flattering Shi Chen?" Another chimed in, "Well, she sends bento boxes to him every day. But Shi Chen refuses them every time, without giving her any chance." Wang Chaoyong, seething with jealousy, thought bitterly, "My princess never notices me, but instead, she's wooing Shi Chen, who completely ignores her." His frustration boiled over as he muttered to Fu Xiaokan, "Xiaochun, don't mind that brat. I heard he has a sister. Maybe they both serve the same patron. How dirty," he tells her. That was the final straw for Shi Chen. "Shut up," he shouted, his patience snapped. Without hesitation, he punched Wang Chaoyong hard in the face, silencing him and stunning the class into silence. Wang Chaoyong's anger flared as he stood up, ready to strike Shi Chen. "Do you have a death wish, kid?" he spat out, raising his fist. Before he could make a move, Shi Weiyi appeared, striking him hard on the head with her purse, causing him to stumble and fall. "You've got some nerve, trying to hurt someone under my protection," she said coolly. Shi Chen, surprised to see his sister, asked, "What are you doing here? Didn't we agree to come to your school to choose models?" She replied calmly. Shi Chen's classmates were stunned. "Iron Barbie is here," one exclaimed. "She's even more beautiful than Fu Xiaochun," another added, clearly impressed. Wang Chaoyong, wincing in pain on the floor, muttered, "Which department is she from? I need her contact info." One of his colleagues laughed. "Forget it, she already said Shi Chen is hers. They're like siblings, dude." Fu Xiaochun, looking startled as she approached, asked, "Are you Shi Chen's girlfriend?" Shi Weiyi eyed Fu Xiaochun thoughtfully, recalling how, in a previous life, the girl had become obsessed with Shi Chen, turning bitter and vengeful when her love was unrequited. "No," she said with a calm smile, "I'm his older sister." "Older sister?" Fu Xiaochun echoed, still puzzled. Wang Chaoyong, still on the ground and pretending to be hurt, tried to salvage his pride. "I'm an artist from Fengfeng Entertainment and my boss is Shi Fengjia. I'm going to sue you. You owe me $5 million in compensation." Shi Weiyi looked at him with cold determination. "Wang Chaoyong, right? When I get home tonight, expect a letter from my lawyer. You'll pay for everything you've done, and one day, you'll face the consequences in jail." Wang Chaoyong, undeterred, shot back, "You can't scare me. My boss is Mrs. Lin's sister." Shi Weiyi grabbed him by the shirt, pulling him close. "Tell Shi Fengjia not to cause any more trouble for my brother. Otherwise, I'll make sure Fengfeng Entertainment regrets it," she warned, her voice icy. As she released him, Wang Chaoyong stared at her in fear. Who is this woman that she knows Sister Fengjia? He wondered, terrified. "Let's go, Chan," Shi Weiyi said, turning to leave. Just then, one of Wang Chaoyong's colleagues showed him a post on the forum. "Look, someone leaked the original photo. Your boss is really burning money," he commented, shaking his head. Wang Chaoyong's face twisted in anger and confusion. Wasn't this picture sealed by Sister Fengjia? How did it leak out? He muttered under his breath, furious at the unexpected turn of events. A girl nearby suddenly exclaimed, "I remember now. Shi Chen's older sister. She's the woman who married the CEO of the Lin Corporation, right?" It was all over the news. "Oh, that's right." Another student chimed in. "Shi Weiyi, Mr. Lin's wife. And she used to be Shi Chen's sister? So Shi Chen is actually the young master of the Shi family? Wow, he really knows how to keep a low profile." The girl turned to Fu Xiaochun, curious. "Fu Xiaochun, you're always with Shi Chen. Did you ever hear him mention this?" Fu Xiaochun forced a faint smile. "I'm hearing about it for the first time too." Wang Chaoyong, now pale with fear, muttered to himself, "Mr. and Mrs. Lin. So Shi Chen is the younger brother that Shi Fengjia mentioned. She set me up to pick a fight with Hai, and now I've offended Mr. Lin's wife as well?" Panic gripped him as he realized the depth of his mistake. "I need to apologize now." Without wasting any time, Wang Chaoyong ran to the intercom and, with a trembling voice, broadcasted his apology for the entire school to hear. "Madam Lin, Shi Chen, I'm deeply sorry. Please give me a chance to apologize in person. I was wrong." In the rehearsal room, everyone paused as Wang Chaoyong's voice echoed through the speakers, his apology filling the space. Shi Weiyi raised an eyebrow but chose to ignore it, focusing instead on the girls applying to be models. "Good-looking lady, how did you all meet Chen?" she asked, changing the subject. Shi Chen, standing beside his sister, thought about the original picture on the forum. "That must have been posted by my older sister. She's always so thorough," he mused, slightly impressed by her reach. One of the girls spoke up. "Once, I was being harassed, and Shi Chen stepped in to help. He's very righteous, and we're all willing to support him however we can. We've nearly finalized the models for the opening ceremony," Shi Weiyi said, nodding in approval. These ladies will do nicely. I'll take care of the clothes. Chen, if you don't have any classes tomorrow, come with me to visit Dad at the Shah family's house, she tells him. Shi Chen looked hesitant. But tomorrow isn't the scheduled visitation day. Aunt Chuanjua only lets us visit on the 10th of each month. I want to see him, but we're not supposed to go. Shi Weiyi gave her brother a reassuring look. You don't have to worry about the Shah family anymore. We can visit whenever we want. She knew they had to tread carefully, especially if they wanted to uncover the truth about their mother's death. The Shah family home was the last place their mother had lived after she remarried Shi Weiyi, a reliable man who treated Shi Chen and Shi Weiyi as his own children. But after their mother passed away, Shi Weiyi fell into a daze and eventually got into a car accident that left him in a vegetative state. Now, his younger siblings lived in the house, supported by monthly funds from Shi Weiyi and Shi Chen. Yet, Aunt Chuanjua, who controlled the visits, allowed them to see their father only once a month. Shi Weiyi's resolve hardened. If we want to find out what really happened to Mom, we need to start by investigating the Shah family, she thought. We won't be intimidated anymore. Okay, tomorrow morning, there's a management class arranged by Shi Chuan that I need to attend at the Shi family, Shi Chen mentioned. Oh? You're finally taking things seriously? Shi Weiyi replied, a pleased smile on her face. Besides attending classes, I've started going to some of the high-level meetings in the Shi family, Shi Chen continued. But in order to secure my position as the successor, I need to make a big impact. He took her hand, his voice softening. Sis, I've gone over the details about your studio, and I'm ready to join you. Together, we can achieve great success. Shi Weiyi nodded approvingly. That sounds like a solid plan. As long as we work together and do well in business, the seniors in the Shi family will be convinced to make you the successor. Lin Du gave my sister 5 million in one go. This kind of love is a bit abnormal. Will he just play with my sister for fun and discard her once the novelty wears off? I must work hard and earn money to support my sister, Shi Chen thought. Just then, her phone rang. Lin Du, she wondered, seeing the caller ID. Hey darling, she greeted him, making Shi Chen a bit jealous. What's going on over there with all the chatter? Lin Du asked. We're selecting models at Chen's school. Don't worry, they're all cute girls, she teased. My 2 brothers are back. They want to meet you, Lin Du informed her, glancing at them. One of his brothers, Chong Tian, an arms dealer, was in the midst of threatening a boss who had harassed Shi Chen after the music festival. Spare me. I won't harass male students anymore. The man pleaded. You can't harass female students either. Chong Tian added sternly, while Kuan Nanfeng observed calmly. No problem, I'll take Chen with me later, Shi Weiyi replied calmly. I won't go, Shi Chen protested, not wanting to be dragged along. Is your younger brother too timid to come here? We haven't met him yet. Is he scared to be outdone by me? Bai Qingxiao teased. Lin Du stifled a laugh as he observed the exchange. I heard from my brother that Shi Chen is a bit of a troublemaker. Always with a long face. Need me to give him some psychological counseling? Bai Qingxiao added, grinning. What? Who's this guy? Shi Chen demanded, overhearing the conversation. Your brother-in-law's cousin, Dr. Bai Qingxiao, Shi Weiyi explained, looking a bit tense. Shi Chen quickly snatched the phone from his sister. Bai Qingxiao, don't go anywhere. We're going to settle this, he shouted. You're who? You're so hot-headed, Bai Qingxiao replied with a chuckle before Lin Du hung up the phone. You'll get beat by Weiyi, Lin Du warned his cousin. I don't care. How dare that brat look down on you? You're rich, handsome, the best man on earth. Bai Qingxiao responded with pride. Lin Du, is Shi Chen hard to deal with? Let me help you straighten him out, Chong Tian offered, while the man he was handling continued to plead for his life. All right, let him go. Don't scare my wife and her brother, Lin Du instructed, his gaze stern. Oh, you're such a sweet husband. But your wife graduated from Dragon Scale College. Do you think anything could scare her? Chong Tian remarked, releasing the man and walking over to Lin Du's table. That's why I need you to investigate her, Lin Du responded. Do you suspect her identity? But you were helping avenge Shi Chen. You care so much about her family, Kuan Nanfeng remarked calmly. Lin Du took a sip of his wine, contemplating. Do I care about her family? He mused. I think it will be difficult to investigate. After all, she is not an ordinary woman. We'll see each other soon. Don't be shy, Bai Qingxiao added, placing his hand on Lin Du's shoulder. Nonsense, why would we be shy? Chong Tian retorted. That's right, his brother echoed. An hour later, Shi Weiyi walked into the bar. Darling, I'm here, she said, winking at Lin Du as she arrived. You're here? Lin Du replied, turning to see her. She's getting more and more playful, he thought, noticing her dress with a hint of amusement. Let me introduce my wife, Shi Weiyi, Lin Du announced, taking her by the waist as he introduced her to his brothers. These are my brothers, Chong Tian and Kuan Nanfeng. He noticed the awkward silence and flushed faces of his brothers. What's going on? Are you two being punished and made to stand in the corner? Come over here, he said, sounding slightly angry. Can you stand in front of me instead of walking beside me? Chong Tian asked, nudging Kuan Nanfeng forward. No need, it's actually pretty comfortable back here, Kuan Nanfeng replied, his voice a bit shaky. No wonder she captured Lin Du with a single move. She's really good-looking, Chong Tian thought, feeling shy. She looks even more impressive in person. I can't even look her in the eye, Kuan Nanfeng mused awkwardly. Are you guys shy? Lin Du asked, amused by their reactions. I never imagined that an arms dealer and a real estate magnate could be so pure-hearted, Shi Weiyi thought, holding back a laugh. In her previous life, she had been too intimidated to even speak to them. Now, she approached Chong Tian calmly. Hello, she greeted. Hey little sister, I've heard you're from Dragon Scale College? We should go shooting together one day. I'd love to see what it's like, Chong Tian replied with a smile, shaking her hand. We're both married men, so why are you still trying to sneak a touch? Lin Du teased, slapping Chong Tian's hand away. Then I'll have my younger siblings attend the next music concert. Bach is perfect for a rainy day, Chong Tian said, teasing Lin Du. You, a rough guy, listen to Bach? I had no idea. Do you snore when you sleep? Lin Du shot back, trying to tease him in return. Is this what they call a brothers before hoes situation? Shi Weiyi thought, stepping back slightly to give them space. Suddenly, Kuan Nanfeng approached her and handed her a document. A new wedding gift. Please accept it, he said, presenting her with a property ownership certificate. A property ownership certificate? She thought, momentarily dumbfounded. Thank you, Mr. Kuan, Shi Weiyi said, accepting the document. As she glanced at it, she was stunned to see it was for an entire building complex. Mr. Kuan, this is too precious. I can't accept it, she insisted, trying to hand it back, but Kuan Nanfeng simply waved her off. Sister-in-law, just take it for my brother's sake. This is prime real estate. Mr. Kuan only gave me one property in the past, Bai Qingxiao remarked calmly. Suddenly, Shi Chen appeared and grabbed Bai Qingxiao by the hand. Uncle, I heard you want to give me psychological counseling? He said with a stern look, causing Bai Qingxiao to flinch. Why did this uncle touch my sister? Can't you be more careful? Shi Chen thought, his expression turning grumpy. What are you talking about? I'm in my prime, how can I be considered an uncle? Bai Qingxiao retorted sharply, pulling his hand away. You're right, a grown man talking about family trivialities. Uncle doesn't suit you, maybe something else would, Shi Chen remarked, his tone sharp enough to leave Shi Weiyi confused. You've got no manners, always undermining my brother. Do you think my sister-in-law will be happy with that? Bai Qingxiao snapped, trying to hide his irritation. Oh? So you only talk about your brother? How sweet. Brother's baby, huh? Shi Chen taunted, provoking Bai Qingxiao further. Sister-in-law, please control your little brother. Bai Qingxiao shouted as he lunged at Shi Chen, and the two quickly got into a scuffle. Meanwhile, Chong Tian and Kuan Nanfeng seemed unfazed by the fight. Chong Tian picked up a guitar and began singing, while Kuan Nanfeng played the harmonica. Their impromptu performance filled the bar, and they serenaded Shi Weiyi as if nothing else was happening. You sing so well, I really have to admire you, Shi Weiyi said sweetly, genuinely impressed by their talent. They really hide their true selves well in everyday life, Lin Du thought with a sigh, feeling both amused and exasperated by the situation. Come on, bro. For you, Chong Tian said, presenting Shi Weiyi with a bouquet of roses, a playful gesture that only served to irritate him further. Are you playing romantic now? Lin Du thought, feeling increasingly annoyed by the entire scene. Thank you, Mr. Chong, Shi Weiyi said, looking pleased. Lin Du flinched inwardly, watching his brothers. How dare you two? He thought. Right. I didn't even throw the bouquet at the wedding, so I'll make up for it today, Shi Weiyi said warmly. She glanced at Lin Du, thinking, he's such a jealous person, but it should be okay to give the flower away. Lin Du smiled, drawing her close. I agree. Let you single people share our happiness. Nice try, Chong Tian scoffed, both brothers looking unimpressed. Take it. Shi Weiyi said softly, throwing the bouquet into the air. Chong Tian and Kuan Nanfeng both reached for it. You always act like you don't want a relationship, but marriage still tempts you, Lin Du thought, watching his brothers scramble for the bouquet. They missed, and the bouquet landed in the arms of Shi Chen and Bai Qingxiao as they struggled. Ah! What's this? Bai Qingxiao asked as they paused their scuffle, the bouquet in their midst. It's said the person who catches the bouquet will be the next to get married. Looks like you two are destined, Lin Du remarked calmly. Destined? Shi Chen and Bai Qingxiao both echoed, holding the bouquet. Suddenly, they dropped it and recoiled in disgust. This nightmare cannot be forgotten in this lifetime, Bai Qingxiao thought, looking repulsed. My younger brothers are really lovely, Shi Weiyi teased with a smile. Chong Tian watched her closely, his thoughts troubled. She looks like that woman who was wanted by pigeons, the underground organization in Z country a few years ago. Could it be a coincidence? But the wanted notice said that woman had a pollen allergy. She's been holding my specially made roses for so long without any problems. Better to wait until we know more before telling Du, he thought. The next day, Shi Weiyi and her brother, Shi Chen, visited the Sha family house to check on their stepfather, Sha Hai. As they walked in, Shi Chen noticed the blooming flowers. Sis, the flowers are blooming. Let's take Dad for a walk in the park later, he suggested calmly, carrying groceries they had picked up on the way. Okay, Shi Weiyi agreed. As they reached the door, they overheard voices inside gambling. Shi Weiyi's expression hardened, and she angrily banged the door open. Who are you guys? Why didn't you knock before coming in? Two unfamiliar people demanded as they saw them. Wu Zufeng, the nanny in charge of their dad, looked perplexed. The house was a mess. Miss Wei, why are you here? Please, take a seat. I'll go and bring your father out, she said, looking tense. No need, I'll go myself, Shi Weiyi replied, walking past her. No, today isn't visiting hours. You can't come in, Wu Zufeng protested, trying to block the way. Shi Weiyi pushed her aside, calling for her dad as she stepped into the room. Her eyes widened in shock at the sight before her. Dad? She called out, seeing him in a pitiful condition. Dad. It's so hot out, and Dad's still wearing a thick sweater, covered in dirt. Shi Chen exclaimed, rushing toward Sha Hai. How long has it been since he was cleaned or changed his clothes? He demanded, tension rising as he noticed cut marks on Sha Hai's arms. What's going on? He asked. Miss Shi, you can't blame me for this. Your father seldom cooperates, Wu Zufeng said, trying to cover up her negligence. Shi Weiyi's expression darkened. Without hesitation, she turned and slapped the nanny, causing her to stumble in pain. Ouch, she said, crying out in pain. I paid you to take care of my father, and this is how you treat him? Shi Weiyi demanded, her voice seething with anger. You gave me so little money. He ate whatever I ate, and I did not treat him badly, Wu Zufeng exclaimed, holding her cheek defensively. Then who ate all those dishes on the coffee table? Shi Weiyi retorted, grabbing Wu Zufeng by the shirt. For a vegetable like your father, what else can he eat but gruel? Besides, you give me 5,000 a month, 3,000 for my salary. What can the leftover 2,000 do? It's kind of me that I even agreed to serve him, Wu Zufeng snapped back, pointing to the three other people in the room who watched in fear. They're all getting tens of thousands a month. Shi Weiyi's mind raced, recalling how her aunt Chun Ju had asked her and Chen for $20,000 each month, but Wu Zifeng only received $5,000 in the end. Chun Ju must have taken some of it, she thought angrily. Chun, help Dad clean up. Remember to take pictures of Dad's bruises for evidence, Shi Weiyi instructed, finally releasing Wu Zifeng. Don't worry, I'll take good care of Dad, Shi Chen assured her as he began cleaning their father. Shi Weiyi stepped out of the room and into the parlor. Let's make a deal, she said, placing a stack of cash on the table as she sat down. What is she doing? Wu Zifeng asked, stunned. Report how Wu Zifeng abused my father. I'll give you $200 for each piece of information. You can say whatever you want, and the more you say, the more you'll earn. Don't let this opportunity to make money pass you by, Shi Weiyi offered, her gaze steady as she addressed the three women. They hesitated, tension palpable as they eyed the money. Don't talk nonsense. Wu Zifeng demanded, panic rising in her voice. I know something, one of the women said, startling the others as she raised her hand. Wu Zifeng never gave your father a proper bath. Every time, she just poured cold water all over him, she revealed, exposing Wu Zifeng's cruelty. You're talking nonsense. Wu Zifeng demanded, glaring at the woman. Come on, even Chun Ju knows about this. You still want to deny it? The lady retorted, her voice tense. Do you mean Chun Ju allowed Wu Zifeng to abuse my stepfather? Shi Weiyi asked, her voice cold. Yes, they lived together. How could your father be so miserable if Chun Ju had any objection to Wu Zifeng's behavior? The woman replied. A smirk crossed Shi Weiyi's face. Remember what you said. Come and get your money, she said, gesturing for the woman to approach. Thank you, miss. The woman said politely, walking over to collect her payment. I have something to say. Another woman chimed in, her excitement barely contained. She never helped your father with rehabilitation either. And she would beat and scold your father every time he was incontinent. She would slap, pinch, and even beat him with a stick. How ruthless. And only on the 10th of every month, when you come to visit, would she clean up your stepfather to make him look presentable, the third woman added, further exposing Wu Zifeng's cruelty. She would beat and scold him? Shi Weiyi demanded, her gaze fixed on the nanny. Wu Zifeng's face tensed, sweat forming on her forehead. You're slandering me, she shouted, rushing at the first woman. Slandering you? Who in the neighborhood doesn't know what you've done? We're just bringing justice, the woman shouted back as they all restrained Wu Zifeng. Yeah. The two other women added, supporting her. You've gone too far. I'm paid such a small salary. You're not hiring me to take care of your father, you're just trying to kill him with my hands. Wu Zifeng cried out, pinned to the ground by the others. Shi Weiyi's gaze turned fierce. You're so stubborn. I wonder if you'll stay that way after a good beating, she said, her tone cold and unwavering. Wu Zifeng's face paled with fear. What? I need help. Physical abuse. She shouted, struggling as one of the women held her down. You can shout louder if you want. Maybe the police will come, Shi Weiyi said, unfazed. And when they do, not only will I give you this money, she added, turning to the other women, but I'll also throw in an additional bonus if you help me testify and send Wu Zifeng to prison. Yes, we will. One of the women exclaimed. That's right. Wu Zifeng is so inhumane, she deserves to be arrested and put in jail. She even abused her patient. What a beast. They agreed, feeling a sense of satisfaction. Police? Miss, please spare me. I was wrong. I'll do anything for you, just don't call the police. I don't want to go to jail. Wu Zifeng pleaded desperately, rushing to Shi Weiyi. Oh? Anything, you say? Even if it means accusing Chun Ju? Shi Weiyi asked, a smirk playing on her lips. An hour later, Chun Ju and her daughter Shi Weiyi returned to the house, oblivious to the chaos awaiting them. Our luck has been so great lately. You have a rich boyfriend, and I've won so much money. We're going to live a rich, happy life. Chun Ju said excitedly. Mom, we can ask Weiyi and Shi Chun for money whenever we need, right? They owe us anyway. Shi Weiyi added, her voice filled with glee. But their joy was short-lived. As they walked in, They were met with the sight of their belongings packed up, the house nearly empty. Chunju froze, her excitement turning to panic. "Oh my God. Weiyi? Why did you empty my house?" she asked, her voice tense with fear. "Madam, the garbage is all out. Except for these two," Lily said coldly, giving Chunju a withering glance. "You witch, Shi Weiyi. You threw me into the sea, and now you have the nerve to come into my house? Who allowed you to touch my stuff?" Shi Weiyi raged, storming toward Lily. But before she could get close, Shi Weiyi grabbed her hand, stopping her in her tracks. "Say it again. Whose house is this?" Shi Weiyi asked, her grip tightening, causing Shi Weiyi to cry out in pain. "How dare you hit me?" Shi Weiyi screamed, yanking her hand away and raising her fist to strike Shi Weiyi. Lily intervened swiftly, kicking Shi Weiyi to the ground. "I'm sorry, I was too rude just now. I'll make sure to teach her a lesson later," Lily said, her tone unapologetic. "You're her elder sister, so you'll let her go, won't you?" Chunju pleaded, rushing over to her fallen daughter. "Her elder sister? Don't make me laugh. She cozied up to Shi Fengjia and schemed against me with him. Does she treat me like an elder sister?" Shi Weiyi shot back, her voice cold. Chunju's expression darkened. "You ungrateful child. What buttering up? Don't forget who's been taking care of your dad all this time. Just because you're marrying into a wealthy family, doesn't mean you can forget the help we've given you," she said, glaring at Shi Weiyi. Shi Weiyi didn't flinch. "Chen and I give you $20,000 each month, but Wu Xiufang only receives $5,000 as a caretaker fee, which includes her $3,000 salary. So, the actual amount spent on my father's care is only $2,000 per month. Is that what you call taking care of him?" Her words left Wu Xiufang stunned, as she hadn't realized Chunju was paid $20,000 monthly. Yeah. Chunju stammered, caught off guard. Her eyes flicked to Wu Xiufang before she suddenly slapped her across the face. "You, Wu Xiufang, you claimed I only gave you $5,000 per month? You embezzled my money and then blamed me?" Chunju accused, their argument escalating. Wu Xiufang, now furious, shouted back, "You shameless old woman. You only give me a pittance each month, and now you accuse me of embezzlement?" Chunju, enraged, shoved Wu Xiufang away. "Do you have any proof? I bet you're framing me," she barked, pointing an accusing finger. Shi Weiyi's voice cut through their bickering. "Okay then. Let's appeal and let the court check the financial records. $20,000 per month for 5 years. Let's see how you spent the $1.2 million, she said, her calm demeanor drawing their full attention. "Appeal?" Chunju's voice wavered as tension gripped her. "Niece, my good niece, don't be like this. I apologize. I shouldn't have taken your money. Please forgive us," she pleaded, her desperation evident. "You want my forgiveness?" "That's simple," Shi Weiyi responded coldly. "I'll do to you what you did to my father. No, it should be returned to you tenfold." With that, she stepped forward, grabbing Chunju's face and pinching her cheeks hard. Chunju cried out in pain as Shi Weiyi released her. "Take them out, beat them, and throw them out with their luggage," Shi Weiyi ordered, her voice devoid of sympathy. "Yes, miss," Lily replied with a bow. One of the onlooking ladies, still tense, spoke up. "Miss, do you need us to testify? Is there any reward?" "Of course," Shi Weiyi replied with a smile. "You can leave for now," she tells them. "Okay." They all chimed in, clearly relieved. As they exited, Shi Weiyi leaned in close to Lily and whispered, "They're no better than Wu Xiufang. Find their employers and expose their deeds so there will be no more victims." Satisfied, she thought to herself, "Well, you're all in for a whole lot of lawsuits." "You're welcome," a grin spreading across her face. Half an hour later, Shi Chun had completely cleaned and groomed their stepfather. "Clean-shaven, handsome," he remarked, admiring the transformation. "I'm sorry, Dad, for all you've suffered," Shi Weiyi said gently, hugging him. "I've driven away all the bad people. You can rest and recover in our home from now on," she said calmly. "Yes, Dad, we'll protect you," Chun added, standing by his side. "Madam, while we were cleaning up the basement, we found a photo. It seems to be a group photo of your parents and their colleagues," Lily said, handing over the picture. This should be a photo of Mom and Dad after they got married, Shi Weiyi said, taking the photo from Lily. A wave of nostalgia washed over her. Mom, how nice it would be if you were still here, she thought, her heart heavy. Dad, do you remember this photo? She asked softly, showing it to Shi. The usually quiet man's expression changed, as if he was struggling to remember something. He opened his mouth trying to speak, but no words came out. His anxiety was palpable. Dad, calm down, Shi Weiyi said, her voice tinged with fear. Wu Xiufeng must have neglected to give Dad his medicine on time, Chen observed, quickly rushing to get his father's medication. Judging by Dad's reaction, it doesn't seem to be related to his illness or missing Mom, Shi Weiyi exclaimed, trying to calm him down. I remember now, this photo was taken during the last scientific activity before Mom was diagnosed with cancer. Dad's strong reaction. Could there be a secret tied to that event? And now that I think about it, after Mom passed away, none of the people in this photo ever contacted us again. In the worst-case scenario, the car accident that left Dad in a vegetative state might not have been an accident at all, she pondered, her thoughts racing. Lily, I need information on everyone in this group photo, she instructed, handing the photo back to her. Yes, ma'am, Lily replied obediently. Sis, I've already crushed the medicine and mixed it with water, Chen said, offering her a bowl. Okay. Dad, drink slowly, she said calmly, feeding him the medicine. Her thoughts continued to churn. Bichi and her daughters wouldn't have any connection to such a top research institute. This situation seems much more complex than I initially thought. Later, back at the Lin mansion, Shi Weiyi welcomed her son Zhuo home. Zhuo, did you hear that Dad went to pick you up from kindergarten today? Are you happy? She asked, delighted to see him. But instead of the usual joy, she noticed an unhappy atmosphere. What happened? She asked, concerned. Come here, Lin Du said, signaling for her to join him. Did you two have a fight? She asked as they stepped aside from the child. I picked him up just in time for the kindergarten dance rehearsal, and all the kids were dressed up in doll costumes, he began, recounting what had happened. I couldn't recognize little Zhuo at first, so to avoid any embarrassment, I interacted with each of the kids, trying to figure out which one was mine. I even carried a few, but none of them were Zhuo. It turned out that my son was standing quietly at the end of the line, watching me with all the other kids. We've never really been close in those kinds of ways, so when I finally noticed him, he just ignored me, Lin Du added, looking tense. No wonder, poor thing must be upset, she said, understanding the situation. I'm going to do my homework, so don't call me for dinner, Zhuo said as he walked to his room, looking downcast. Zhuo, your uncle is in Mommy's room. Do you want to go see him? Shi Weiyi asked, trying to cheer him up. Is that the uncle who looks like a little golden retriever? Zhuo asked, a smile starting to break through, lightening the mood. Hey, how come you never have such expectations of your father? Lin Du remarked, looking puzzled. Daddy, when is Zhuo's birthday? His son asked, pouting. November 8th, Lin Du answered with a sigh. Zhuo's father, could it possibly be January 18th? Shi Weiyi teased, smiling and catching him off guard. He coughed lightly, feeling embarrassed. I'm going back to my study, he mumbled, retreating. Shi Weiyi's right, little Zhuo thought to himself. My dad can be a bit irresponsible. In Shi Weiyi's room, Shi, Chun, and Zhuo spent time together. Shi Weiyi was engrossed in a TV program while Chen played with his nephew. Not bad, even the male groups these days are sporting curly hair, she thought, observing the musicians on TV. Uncle, Zhuo thinks that none of them are as good-looking as you. In the future, you'll definitely be even more popular than them. Zhuo wants to be your biggest fan. Zhuo exclaimed, blushing. Zhuo, remember to give your uncle a call later, Shi Chen reminded him. Okay, Zhuo replied with a smile. This child is really well behaved. No wonder my sister always says that being a mom is painless and enjoyable, Shi Chen thought as he watched him. Shi Weiyi paused the show. Chun, this supernova variety show is currently the most popular talent competition. The second season starts filming next month. Do you want to give it a try? My plan is to use this program to increase the studio's popularity, which could help us attract famous designers to collaborate on creating a clothing brand, she suggested. However, For the solo debut, participants need to provide their own attire. Any thoughts, sister? He asked. This show is all about making an impression, so it's best to wear something designed by a famous designer or something that really stands out, she replied, already formulating a plan. My plan is to have Zhuai Yao personally design for you, she added, surprising him. Zuiya? He repeated, looking tense. He's a world-renowned designer. And he's known for his strong character, even refusing to bow to the Zero royal family. How can we possibly invite him? Shi Chen asked, sounding perplexed. Don't worry, she said confidently. Not only can I get him to design clothing for you, but I can also make him the chief designer of our studio. Sis, are you friends with Zhuai Yao? He asked, moving closer. No, she replied simply. But in her mind, she was recalling her past life. At this time, Zhuai Yao had encountered a major downfall. During the autumn-winter fashion show, he had been accused of plagiarism, which led to his fall from grace. His reputation was destroyed, he fell into debt, and he was eventually banned from the industry. In the end, unable to cope, he ended his life at the age of 29. 3 years after his death, it was revealed that his assistant, Xian Yu, had fabricated the evidence against him. However, due to Xian Yu's behind-the-scenes manipulations, the truth never fully came to light. If I can help Zhuai Yao change his destiny and become his close ally, why not have him as a great asset under my command? Shi Weiyi thought to herself. Sis, what are you thinking about? Chen asked, noticing his sister lost in thought. Don't worry about it, I'll handle Zhuai Yao. Chen, just focus on preparing for the main song, she said, teasing him with a playful smile. Sis, your smile is kind of creepy, he remarked, noticing her smirk. Speaking of which, sis, you're a true fan of Zhuai Yao. You've collected so many of his posters, he added, seeing her blush. Actually, I want to collect all of his matching products, but they're too expensive, she admitted with a sigh. It turns out Mommy's true love is Zhuai Yao. Daddy's been too sweet lately. He needs a little jealousy, little Zhua thought, already plotting as he inwardly laughed at his father. Later that evening, Zhua went to see his dad in the study. Daddy, Mommy's true love isn't you, he announced, watching for a reaction. Get jealous, make your face so distorted and ugly that Mommy won't love you anymore, Zhua thought, trying not to laugh. Zhuai Yao is Mommy's true love, he declared, hoping to provoke his father. Uncle Zhong, who had overheard, quickly swooped in and carried Zhua out. 1 month in the silent room as punishment, Lin Du instructed, his voice cold. And don't let him come home. Zhua's plan backfired, and he ended up crying as he realized his mischief had gone too far. It doesn't really matter who Shi Weiyi's true love is, but Zhuai Yao does sound like a female name. I have a bad feeling about this. Zhuai Yao is the design director of BLN, a talented designer. A girlish man. Does Shi Weiyi have such bad taste? Lin Du wondered, pausing his work. Wait. Searching for his information online is a sign of insecurity. What do I have to be afraid of? I'm outstanding, he thought, trying to reassure himself. Humph. I confront problems head-on, that's my style. Determined, he walked into Shi Weiyi's room. She was in her nightwear, preparing for bed. Did Chen go back? He asked. Should I update you on our studio's progress? She responded. Let's discuss it in my study, he suggested. Stay here, I'll be sleeping soon, she replied. You sleep in your own room every day, which violates the marriage contract, he pointed out, flinching slightly. Mr. Lin, do you have a split personality? Can we talk like reasonable adults? You never let me in when I come to find you every night, and now you say that I'm violating the contract? I can flirt, but I won't butter you up. Mr. Lin, I treat you as my husband, and I hope you see me as your wife, she said, getting up from her dresser and approaching him. I don't need you to flirt with me because your feelings for me may not be sincere. Let's just pretend to get along on the surface and terminate the contract after 3 years, he replied, turning to walk away. Mr. Lin, can you clarify what you mean? Are you saying that I'm not sincere with you? She asked, drawing him back calmly, her voice polite. Lin Du held her hand, a mix of confusion and frustration running through him. What's going on? I seem to care about what Zhuai said, he thought. Mr. Lin, Are you mad? What's going on? She asked, noticing his change in demeanor. Good night, he said, letting go of her hand. In any case, I should wait for the investigation results from Chong Tian, he thought as he walked away. This is so confusing. Does he have something on his mind? Shi Weiyi wondered, looking stunned. I intended to come here to ask about Zui Yao. Why did we start quarreling? Lin Du wondered as he shut the door behind him. Am I angry at her for liking Zui Yao, or am I mad at myself for not being honest? He murmured to himself. Thank you for joining us on this incredible adventure. If you enjoyed what you watched, please consider liking, subscribing, and ringing that notification bell. Your comments mean the world to us and help us improve. The next episode promises even more excitement and unexpected twists, so stay tuned as we embark on this thrilling journey together. Keep the anticipation alive, and we'll catch you in the next episode.